This is the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series Devastator, one of Hasbro's most improved combiner releases since its conception. This is a gorgeous figure with incredible accuracy and loads of essential details in all the right places, and it gets even better when you unite it with a DNA DK20 upgrade kit. This is one of my absolute favorite Studio Series releases and can truly dominate any display space. So without further ado, let's jump right in to the review. What's up, Alfonso Nation? Alfonso Peterman here. Welcome one and all to another episode of Teletraan Reviews. Let's go. Before we get started, I just want to give a giant thank you and shout out to Icon Store for supporting me with this kit for review. If you guys are not familiar with them, I have their link in the description box below. They sell a lot of stuff and they're based out of France. They're a great company. I love working with them and I love the stuff that they offer. So go ahead and click the link in the description to get this kit and other figures on their site. Guys, this is like the epic moment. This is like the culmination of something I've been waiting for a long time. I absolutely have loved having the Devastator. I've absolutely enjoyed him for the time that I've had him, and I had him for quite some time now, and it's just an absolute monolith of art what Hasbro was able to accomplish. So this video is going to kind of be like an overview first of Devastator and give you guys like my overall opinions on it, and then we're going to obviously go into the DNA kit. Here we go, we got Devastator. Going to give you guys some close-ups. This is just an absolute monster. I am just completely and totally in love with the sheer detail and the amount of just absolute beautiful paint that is just covering this figure. It's obviously not 100% accurate, but for the most part, oh, he's a little, there you go, you got to straighten up there. But for the most part, he is extremely well done, and I managed to have the configuration where I get him on all fours. It did take a little bit of, persistence. It took a little bit of, finagling around, and as you can see, the head's kind of loose. But for the most part, it looks pretty good, and I absolutely love Devastator. He's an absolute beast. Guys, this guy is just absolutely fantastic. I really want to say that Devastator is my favorite Studio Series, because this is really how good he looks. I'm going to give you guys a full rotation. I mean, this thing is absolutely great. I know you guys have seen the actual Devastator figure in several different videos and reviews, but this is the way that I've got mine configured. And he's on all fours because it's more screen accurate. I do like him standing up. That is kind of cool. I wish he would have done that in the film. But it's just the fact that he didn't do it in the film makes it not very screen accurate. I got all of these guys basically at the toy room for an amazing deal. And the Constructicons individually are beautiful. I mean, I absolutely love the Constructicons. All separate. The combination itself was not too bad. I think it overall took about maybe 30 minutes to an hour to get everybody from their alt modes into their combined modes, and then from the combined modes to the actual combiner. The articulation is fair, but it's not the best. Some of these things are pretty loose, and a lot of the pegs come apart as you kind of handle them. So it's kind of really just the handling overall with the figure that I think is my least favorite. But I mean, after all, he is like just a jumble of like pieces and parts and detailing. So to a degree, because it is a Michael Bay live action figure and there's a lot of pieces involved, I understand why sometimes it'd be hard to handle, because any little piece can easily disconnect. But my experience is, it could just be a little better. But for what they've done, for what Hasbro has accomplished with all of these Constructicons, looking great in their robot modes, great in their alt modes, great in their combined modes, and great together as a combiner, this is second to none. And I am just enamored with how well Devastator came out. So just to give you guys a couple of scale comparisons, I know you probably have seen this before, but I just want to give you guys an idea of how large he is. This is Voyager class Soundwave, this is the Netflix Soundwave, and this is the Earthrise Optimus Prime. I got him with the Star Saber because I like the Star Saber. I had an extra one, so I had to use him for that. And then of course I'll put him with the Bayformers Bumblebee, And this one is really cool. This one also has the upgrade kit on it, but not all the pieces. I just wanted to get a few on there. So you can kind of get an idea of size. The height of a Voyager figure is about a head level or neck level if you're considering the all four position. But if you stand the guy up, Jesus Christ, he's gonna tower over everything. So anyways, that's an overview of Devastator. I'm absolutely in love with it. If I had to rate him by itself without the kit on a scale from 1 to 10, I'd probably give this guy about a 9.5. A 9.5. I love this guy. And now we turn to the actual kit itself. This is the DNA DK20 upgrade kit. Everybody who gets Devastator basically wants the kit because the kit enhances him and almost perfects him to a degree. It really does. It really does shine when you put this kit on here. So for the packaging is beautiful. You got that nice metallic texture, and then you got the rotating, you know, the back piece for like the vortex thing, and then you got the cube, DNA logo, DNA design, and then you got, you know, combiner upgrade kits. And then in here you'll see the actual pieces that comes with the kit. And you got this rotation piece here, and you got like the cables that extend outwards. You got the head piece, you got the two shoulder slash back pieces, and then you've got like the front of the shoulder. Yeah, I guess these are the shoulder pieces, and then this is gonna be the back pieces. And then you got the kind of the abdomen or the stomach piece, and you got these two little pieces here, and then you got this little piece here, and you got all these pieces kind of just combined. So as a whole, it does give you quite a lot to work with when it comes to the options that you have. Without further ado, this is the overall look at Devastator and the packaging. So now, let's take a look at the pieces themselves. And here we have Studio Series Devastator with all the pieces included within the kit, and I gotta say there's a lot of attention to detail, a lot of smaller pieces that they included, along with some pretty significant pieces, some big pieces that I do like. So you get a little bit of the small, a little bit of the big, and it does make an overall massive difference. So let's take a look at some individual pieces. You do have these little guys, they're just little, you know, slot pieces here. They have a little slot there, and they got two holes on the side, and you basically peg them at the top of Scavenger. So you slide it onto this piece here. It's actually on this side, not that side. And then you'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll just put that there. And then you have the actual neck piece for the head. Absolutely gorgeous detailing, lots of great paint. That actual paint matches well with the paint on the figure. Great stuff on this side. This is what it looks like. It's pretty nice. And there you go. You got even these little pieces that kind of articulate like that, and this piece comes in and out, and then you got articulation here to kind of fold them in. Now this is out obviously to kind of wrap around the head. You're gonna have it kind of like that, and it's gonna really look good. You got these little black pieces that's supposed to actually go inside, and it's pretty simple. It's not much detailing going into it, but they basically peg inside of these little pieces here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove his head now, just so that we get a better idea of what we're working with here. So these little pieces here go into this little circular portion here. Gonna get that. There you go, snap that in. And then it does come with a secondary piece here, and that one goes onto the other side. And then you have these beautiful little shoulder pieces with like the little missile rocket launcher things on the side. This is a beautifully sculpted little piece here. I like the wirings and the details, etchings, the little dotted circular portions, nice detailing and painting on the little gray portions there, and you got the missile pods there looking great. And then you have the 3 pegs, and then they obviously peg into the 3 peg, the circular screw holes that are on this guy. So you just kind of align them and peg them in. Peg them in like that. It really does solidify that shoulder piece. And it keeps everything kind of nice and together, which I do like. And then you'll take this side. Once again, you got these 3 pegs, and you just align them with these 3 screw holes right there. So we'll just align these guys. I think the way that I have them standing is kind of not how they want me to have them standing. I'll articulate it to fit them. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, it's already looking great. He does come with the enemy scrotum. I mean, you gotta have the enemy scrotum. Come on now. He looks great. He's got the little etchings and little details in there as well. And he's got the hook. Literally got the one hook on one side. I don't think every kit comes with this. It's probably like a first production or first release exclusive. So hopefully, if you get one, you get these. These really do solidify the overall appearance. I will go ahead and remove this guy. We're gonna take the head, and then we're gonna take this piece off, and then we're going to take this guy. And if I remember correctly, I think you put it this way. So now you got the piece removed there. You'll just take this whole head piece here, and then you'll just drop it down. And then you should be able to just set this piece here like this. And then you should be able to take that. This little tab should lock it into place on the head section, and then the sides come down. Oh my goodness. This is yes. This is so amazing. This is Devastator's upgraded head, and I am shaking. This is excellent. Now this particular piece, little like this is like his neck piece. It goes into this little section here, the two little tabs. Pretty tough. It's a tough freaking thing. But all you do is you basically just align it, apply a moderate amount of force. Don't kill yourself with it, but you gotta apply the force. What I find works the best with this little thing here is just kind of seesaw it in there like that. Just kind of like I wouldn't go straight in. There we go. Alright. So now we've got the cement mixer piece covered, and we've got the neck piece covered, and we've got the head piece, and already I am absolutely in love with the way he's looking. This is fantastic. This is excellent. This is Devastator at his finest. Look at how much of a difference just, like the side pieces and the top pieces made. And it all just comes together nicely, as if it just was already like that. For this piece here, you got these little, these guys going on. So, normally you would have to have, the kind of like the panels on the back. So we're gonna assemble this piece here. I know this is like the big bad one, but we're gonna wait for a little while for this guy. So let's bring Devastator up, and let's talk about these fellas. So you got the DNK, I love that. Man, that's gonna look so good on him. And then you basically got these pieces here, like this black piece here. And if you move, you got the black piece there. You're basically just going to align it. You're gonna take these little portions here, and you're gonna align it with the black piece. Align the pieces there, and it's gonna make some clearance at the bottom. So you align it, you apply some force, and snap it in. Just like that, and then you can kind of fold this guy back. Alright, and then we're gonna come on the other side, do the same thing. We're gonna deal with those cables as well. You're gonna take this piece here, this black, these two gaps. There's gonna be two gaps on the shoulder joint there for scavenger, and you're gonna align these guys with the two pegs at the top, and there it goes. It snaps into place. Rotate to spin this guy up and rotate him back. So now you've already got a beautiful looking piece there. Move the camera up a little bit so you can see. It's already coming together pretty nicely. So you're gonna come around to the back, and you have this little circular piece there, this little round piece. You're gonna take this and you're gonna peg this into it like this, and it just pegs in there. You can use the screws, but I'm not doing that. And do the same thing on the other side. And he's coming together, guys. He's coming well together. This guy is basically just a little neck piece. It's got like some grooves in here, and it's got this piece here. This is supposed to be the new like neck joint for our Mixmaster. So you just kind of align this here with the little middle piece here, and there it is, the neck piece. Got the neck piece connected. This little gray piece here kind of just slides into the grooves, but it's one of the most hardest things I've actually had to do for this particular figure. This thing is really really difficult for me, at least, and I had some trouble with it. My hands are hurting, essentially. But I mean, once you get it in, please don't like ever take it out. And yeah, no, that's what you said. Anyway, we're gonna stand him up, and we have the chest section that kind of, you know, encapsulates him here. So we're going to take this piece here. This is for like the actual chest piece, and it's supposed to essentially cover the head of Overload there. So we've got these two little grooves here, these little openings, and they're gonna peg into the two little pegs on the back of the neck of Overload's head. So if we just kind of come in here, I'm just gonna see if I can just align these guys up, and we're gonna snap it in like that, nice and snug. Are they both in? Yep, both in. And now we're gonna bring this little silver bar down, and then it's gonna peg into the grooves of this guy up here. So you're just gonna kind of maneuver and and that's probably how it goes there. Yep. And then it just fits nice and snug into that, and you just kind of sit these guys on the side. That actually looks a world better. It's starting to look less like a combiner and more like just a giant character. It's like a giant guy. It's actually really coming together nicely. And so now we're going to take this particular piece here, the Mixmaster piece. This little back portion here is going to peg up into that neck joint. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually lay him down again here and just kind of put him on his all fours like he's comfortable with. We got pieces flying here, but we're going to just kind of get everything back where they need to be. So you take this piece here and you essentially move this up and you just peg it directly inside. That's supposed to be the new neck joint. I hope this is not going to be difficult like applying this thing was, but we'll give it a shot here. Here we go. Alright, just gonna get it nice and aligned up. And so finally I got the head completed. The head is now assembled. It's on that joint, and it's extremely loose. It just kind of doesn't really secure at all. Just kind of hangs out like, hey, what's up? How you doing? It's kind of, you know. So what I do is I just took the like the bottom pieces and just rested on this little piece here, and then also the side pieces, and then I just kind of close them on it so it can kind of somehow get some closure here, but it doesn't actually secure or lock in, which I don't really like. I actually like the way that it was at first, when you can just, at least it was a way to secure it or lock it in to some extent, or at least a little bit better than the way that it is now. But I got the head attached, looking beautiful. This whole thing is just really coming together. And of course, that final piece of beauty. This is just this is the highlight of the kit. This is the main thing you see when you look at the kit. This is the first thing that you look at. Beautiful wiring and just metallic paint. You got that shiny silver with the red, and then you got the darker gray, and you got all those detailings of all of those little grinders in there. Beautiful freaking piece. And there's the back of it there. You just basically use these four to peg on the 4 pegs of Scavenger. But this is absolutely amazing. This brings him out from the back. It really just completely just highlights his entire view, like from the back. It looks absolutely great. So we're gonna go ahead and apply that. We're just gonna align the 4 pegs to the back of the vortex grinder there. Let's see if I can align it right. We're just gonna align it and just make sure it's nice and secure in there. And there you have it, folks. This beautiful grinding thing of death. And it actually does spin, which I think is something they didn't have to do, but they did it anyway. The thing freaking spins. Like, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And we can also apply the front of the truck here of Mixmaster. And remember those little black pieces we put in here? Little black piece there, and a little black piece there. You just basically align it with the flat piece here in the middle of the tire. So we'll just go ahead and align it properly. And now the back little truck piece is on there. I normally don't have it on there. I didn't have it before, but I'll put it in for the sake of the video to show you how it actually is applied. And I got the back piece looking excellent. And there's just one more thing. And that is the enemy scrotum. And that just basically has a little thing here and you just kind of take this. I'll just pick him up here. You gotta get his manhood in there, and then just slide that just like this. Just like that. And it slides in perfectly, and there you have Devastator fully completed and upgraded. And here is the final product. This is Studio Series Devastator with the upgrade kit fully, yes. See, now this is what I'm talking about. It completely blows out of the water. It is a home run, a touchdown, whatever you want to call it. This guy is totally worth the kit. If you're gonna get Devastator, you gotta get the kit. This kit is worth it. Anyways, guys, so this is what he looks like. He's fantastic. 10 out of 10. I'd even go as far as saying 11 out of 10 must have. Guys, get this at Iacon store. You gotta have the kit if you're gonna have Devastator. I'm sorry. I don't think I can go back. You know what? I can't go back. I just can't go back. And just for the sake of it, I'll do a little skill comparison of what it looks like standing. Now you can really see the height that we got going on here. I'll go ahead and add another figure there, Voyager class. A lot of these guys just do not compare to him. I mean, I'll even add the Transformers Prime Megatron, something like this. I mean, even that, he still completely towers over. This dude is a freaking monster, and I just love it. I'm gonna try to get him into the crawl position because obviously, you know, the head joint works with the standing position, but I'll try to reconfigure him, mistransform him, whatever I gotta do to get him back into crawling position. But ultimately, this is the way that he looks. My favorite part of the kit is obviously gonna be that giant, those gears, the vortex gear things on the back. Beautiful. Love the enemy scrotum. You gotta have it. It's Michael Bay Devastator. And anyways, just want to say absolute home run of a kit, and it was kind of a pain here and there to assemble, but once it's done, it's done. You don't have to do it anymore. You're finished. It's beautiful. It brings him to life. Guys, thanks so much for watching this episode of Teletraan Reviews. Once again, Iacon store, go check them out, and you can get this figure over there and many other figures as well. So anyways, by all means, thanks for watching. This is your Teletraan Reviewer, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Till all are one.